Hey there, Bulls Nation. Welcome back to Chicago Hoops Central, your number one source for all things Chicago Bulls. Today we're talking potential blockbuster deals, rising stars on the move, and the future of our beloved Bulls. So buckle up, because this is going to be one wild ride. Let's kick things off with the bombshell that's been making waves across the NBA world. According to multiple sources, there are whispers of a potential trade that would send our very own Zach LaVine to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for Austin Reaves. Now, I know what you're thinking. What? LaVine for Reaves? Is this for real? Well, folks, let's break this down piece by piece. First, let's talk about Zach LaVine. We all know he's been the face of the Bulls franchise for years now. A two-time All-Star with explosive scoring ability, LaVine has been putting up impressive numbers, averaging 24.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 4.2 assists per game this season. He's a dynamic player who can create his own shot and light up the scoreboard on any given night. But here's the thing: despite LaVine's individual brilliance, the Bulls have struggled to make significant progress as a team. We've seen flashes of potential, but consistency has been an issue. There's been speculation about whether LaVine's style of play truly fits with the team's long-term vision, and some have questioned if his max contract is hindering the Bulls' flexibility to build a contender. Now, let's shift our focus to Austin Reaves. The young Lakers guard has been turning heads since he entered the league as an undrafted free agent in 2021. Reaves has shown tremendous growth, becoming a key piece for the Lakers alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis. This season, he's averaging 15.7 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 5.5 assists per game while shooting an efficient 50% from the field and 39% from three-point range. What makes Reaves so intriguing is his versatility and basketball IQ. He's a smart player who can operate as a secondary playmaker, knock down open shots, and compete defensively. At just 25 years old, Reaves still has room to grow and could potentially flourish in a larger role with the Bulls. The question is, would this trade make sense for both teams? For the Lakers, acquiring LaVine would give them another proven scorer to complement LeBron and AD, potentially forming a new Big Three in LA. It could be the move that pushes them over the top in the competitive Western Conference. For the Bulls, trading LaVine would signal a shift in direction. It would free up cap space and allow the team to build around a younger core. Reaves could step in as a facilitator and glue guy, potentially unlocking new dimensions in the Bulls' offense. Plus, his team-friendly contract would give Chicago more flexibility moving forward. But let's be real, this trade would be a massive gamble for the Bulls. LaVine is a bona fide star, while Reaves, despite his potential, is still relatively unproven as a lead option. There's no guarantee that Reaves would be able to replicate or exceed LaVine's production in Chicago. Now, let's move on to our second big rumor of the day: Ayo Dosunmu potentially heading to the Milwaukee Bucks. This one's flying a bit under the radar compared to the LaVine bombshell, but it could have significant implications for both teams. Dosunmu, the Chicago native and former University of Illinois standout, has been a bright spot for the Bulls since being drafted in the second round in 2021. He's shown flashes of brilliance, particularly on the defensive end, and has steadily improved his offensive game. This season, Dosunmu is averaging 8.9 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game while shooting a respectable 36% from beyond the arc. The Bucks' interest in Dosunmu makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Milwaukee is always on the lookout for versatile defenders who can knock down open shots, and Dosunmu fits that bill perfectly. He could provide valuable depth behind Jrue Holiday and bring energy off the bench for a Bucks team with championship aspirations. But why would the Bulls consider moving Dosunmu? Well, it could come down to asset management. With Lonzo Ball's injury situation still uncertain and the potential for a roster shakeup if the LaVine trade goes through, the Bulls might be looking to maximize the value of their young players. If they could get a future first-round pick or a proven role player in return for Dosunmu, it might be worth considering. However, let's not forget the intangibles that Dosunmu brings to the table. He's a hometown hero who plays with heart and hustle every night. His work ethic and defensive tenacity embody the blue-collar spirit that Chicago basketball is known for. Trading him away could potentially upset the fan base and disrupt team chemistry. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. What do these trade rumors tell us about the state of the Chicago Bulls? First and foremost, it suggests that the front office isn't satisfied with the status quo. Despite having talented players like LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikola Vucevic, the Bulls have struggled to break through in the Eastern Conference. These trade rumors indicate that management is exploring all options to shake things up and find a winning formula. Secondly, it highlights the challenges of building a contender in today's NBA. The Bulls have tried to assemble a competitive team through trades and free agency, but it hasn't quite clicked as hoped. Now, they might be considering a pivot towards a younger, more flexible roster that can grow together over time. Lastly, these rumors underscore the importance of draft picks and player development. If the Bulls do move forward with either of these trades, it would likely be with an eye towards accumulating assets and creating opportunities for young players to step up. But enough speculation from me. Let's hear what some of you think about these potential trades. I reached out to some die-hard Bulls fans to get their takes, and here's what they had to say. As you can see, opinions are all over the place. Some fans are excited about the possibility of change, while others are hesitant to break up the current core. It just goes to show how passionate Bulls fans are and how much these decisions matter to the future of the franchise. Now, before we wrap up, let's address the elephant in the room. How likely are these trades to actually happen? As with all trade rumors, we need to take these with a grain of salt. NBA front offices are constantly discussing potential deals, and only a small fraction of those discussions ever lead to actual trades. The LaVine for Reaves swap, in particular, seems like a long shot given the disparity in their current production and contract situations. The Dosunmu to Bucks rumor feels a bit more plausible, but even that would depend on a lot of factors falling into place. The Bulls would need to be convinced that the return package is worth parting with a young, homegrown talent like Dosunmu. What we can say for certain is that the Bulls are at a crossroads. The current roster, while talented, hasn't produced the results that fans and management were hoping for. Something needs to change, whether it's through a major trade, a coaching shakeup, or simply a renewed focus on player development. As we approach the trade deadline, keep your eyes and ears open. Even if these specific trades don't materialize, it's clear that the Bulls are exploring their options. We could be in for an exciting and transformative period in Chicago basketball. All right, Bulls fans, that's all we've got for today. What do you think about these trade rumors? Would you be in favor of trading LaVine for Reaves? How about sending Dosunmu to the Bucks? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to Chicago Hoops Central for all the latest Bulls news, analysis, and rumors. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Keep believing in the Bulls, and let's hope for brighter days ahead. Go Bulls!